It only takes one shot from my boy.
I mean, I'm
Team Maverick. One shot. One shot. Also in the sports world, the big news of the week, of like the year, of like maybe ever, my boy Logan Paul did it.
I mean, I always knew he was going to do it.
He fucking did it.
It always made sense. Like,
it's still surprising, right?
And it was still shocking. It was like
he is the Paul family is just incredible.
Unstoppable.
They are unstoppable. And quick. I mean, quick work. Like he started, unless they were like planning this, a long time ago, and they just started talking about it publicly. But only a matter of like weeks or a couple months ago was he like, I want to fight Floyd, and then it happened. I mean, that's scary power where it's like, I set my sight, I picked the pinnacle, and I just got it to occur that quickly. I mean, that is fucking nuts.
It's exceptionally impressive. It also is like, again, unless they were planning this for a long time, which they could have been, it takes one Instagram video to get Floyd like, all right, I'll fight you, motherfucker.
Right.
Which I guess
but I also think that's also respect to like the Logan Paul name, where it's like, all right, that guy can make me money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think it's like he knows he has a big enough following, but I think Logan Paul cut the hell out of some promos where it's like, this guy, he gets it. Like, we're gonna do some hype up videos, we're gonna talk some shit. It'll be worth my time.
How much do you think Floyd's getting?
So they're doing an interesting payment structure. The first 1 million purchases is $24.99. Then it goes to $34.99, and then after a certain date, it goes all the way up to the final price of $69.99, which is still $5 cheaper, like than the pay-per-view that happened this weekend, just regular ass boxing pay-per-view. Which I get because I guess the level of boxing is lower, but I think you could charge more for this because it's a spectacle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy it, and if you told me it was $89, I'd probably pay $100 because I have to see it. We've talked about that before. So, I mean, if you're already penciling in $1 million at 25, like all right, we'll blow through $1 million. Which
I think is actually a pretty ingenious way to do it because like everyone's gonna buy it right away.
Yeah.
So then like you
lock in for 25.
I
think what's interesting for Floyd is he has to basically do like no training for this. Like I don't think he has to worry about. The investment of his time is like he probably was like, all right, let's do this. He's like, it's December 20th, we'll do it in February 20th, no big deal. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean,
like, for his point of view, it's free money.
I had to fight like, and Logan's tough. Obviously, I mean, Floyd is arguably one of the greatest boxers. Not arguably, he is one of the greatest.
By certain standards, he's the greatest of all time.
Yes,
yeah.
And
actually, what sucks for him is certain standards that like work against Logan. Like if the best of the best can't land a punch on him, it's gonna be tough for Logan. if it was like Deontay Wilder, where it's like you might get hit with the right hand of God and you might die, but also like you're gonna get some shots in on him, whatever. This is like, it's going to be impossible for him to even touch him.
Right. Like Manny Pacquiao didn't hit him.
Right. So now the big difference here, though, is that like we have to wait and find out what the weight is going to be. And
but like the weight, does it matter?
Well,
like Logan can't possibly get into his weight class.
No, but I think he's going to have to. I don't think Floyd, I don't know. You think Floyd will be like, I'll fight you at any weight?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Logan's like 225 and Floyd's like $150, if the absolute unthinkable happens, if you get hit by somebody who's 75 pounds heavier than you,
I think Floyd's been hit by those people, though.
You think? I don't think he's been hit in a long time.
But
maybe he did a long time ago. But
like I think like, and maybe not recently. Yeah, maybe not recently. But just like I feel like in Floyd's life, he's been hit by people who are significantly bigger.
Large had a funny line though. He's like, Logan Paul's been hit harder by Jake Paul than he has been by Floyd Mayweather. Like, I mean, not to poo-poo Floyd Mayweather. He can punch you in the face and do some damage. But Logan has nothing to lose, everything to gain. No pressure on him to win. No one expects him to win. And I think even if he gets hit in the face a bunch, like I said, if you get hit by Deontay Wilder, like your head's falling off.
Yes.
When we talk about would you get in the ring with Mike Tyson, it's like getting in the ring with a bear. Worst case for him is like, even if you were to get like knocked out, it would be like Nate Robinson. It would be like you get punched in the face a bunch, but you're okay,
Right.
So
you're
not
getting long-term brain damage out of
right.
it.
It's like you'll be embarrassed.
I guess I don't know.
I mean, yeah, again, maybe this is where Floyd is like, fuck you guys, I can knock a bitch out. But I'd be more worried about him that he's gonna break my ribs and like fuck my kidneys up just toying with me or whatever. But I think people are talking about like how long will it go, not like who's gonna win.
Right.
But it only takes one shot, John. It only takes one shot from my boy.
I mean, I'm
Team Maverick. One shot. One shot.
I agree.
He gets cocky. He starts dancing around, puts his hands down. One time, Logan comes in again. If that like, I bet he has to drop down to like 180 or something, and Floyd
even,
maybe
like,
fights at
that's
like 150 instead of 140. I think he's fought at like 147 before. I don't know, but as long as there's a little bit of a weight difference still, where like his punch might matter. One shot, John. One shot.
I would like Logan to win. I'm rooting for Logan.
Imagine.
I just think
that would be the greatest. Is
stretch.
that bigger than like Miracle on Ice? Is that the greatest upset of all time? I think it has to be.
How old's Floyd now?
43.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know he was that old.
43.
43 is old. When was his last fight? Like his last actual fight? Was it Pacquiao? Oh, I mean, it was McGregor.
Well, McGregor, yeah. But
so like that last actual fight, even Pacquiao was like they were both past their prime. I mean, I'll be able to talk myself into it, but I just think, I mean,
one shot, one shot. And honestly, I said on 1 Minute Man, he could get the one shot in, and it doesn't. Let's say Floyd just eats it. Whatever. Logan has the GIF. He has the video. You know what I mean? Like, do it for the GIF. If he has one shot of him, like, bow, like he connected on the most, you know, the most elusive boxer ever. Like, he wins. That's it. He wins. If this dude lands a punch, he wins. And I think most likely is like he gets super tired, like McGregor kind of did, and he like falls down a few
McGregor,
times.
I thought he was winning that fight.
Right.
Like for
Right.
3 rounds, I was like, he's gonna do it. Holy shit, he's gonna do it.
And so I wonder. That's what I was saying before. People are like, how long does McGregor does Floyd let it last? Because I feel like that's what he did with Floyd. Like, we'll put on a show for the people, get their money's worth, and then I finish it when I want to finish it. This though, I feel like it's almost like I said. If Logan lands a punch, he like wins. You know, like if it takes 8 rounds, like it took with McGregor, like how he allowed it to go 8 rounds, I feel like people would be like, you took an L. Like I feel like he has to end Logan Paul pretty quick to keep his legacy up or whatever.
I mean, I don't think this affects legacy.
No, but you know what I mean? Like for them to even be like, there's no shit talking unless he is demonstratively toying with him, like dancing and like put his hands behind his back, and he does that for 6 rounds. But like, it should be over fast if he wants to be like, I'm proving that I'm. It depends if he wants to put on a show or if he wants to be like, I'm the best boxer. Because I
think he's gonna lean towards show.
Yeah,
I think he'll.
Could you imagine if he like lets him hit him a few times? It's like the 9th round and people are going crazy.
That would be.
Yo, I gotta give so much props to Logan Paul though, because like I said, like he's gonna make so much money, and I'm sure it's like whatever Floyd gives you. I don't think there's any negotiating. You know?
Yeah,
I think he's like, it's a 95-5 split, and they're like, okay, sounds good. But so there's nothing to lose. You know, he is a big, strong dude who has like fought before, so I don't think he'd be too afraid. Like I would be terrified. But all of that aside, the moment where you're like getting into a boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather and the lights and the, well, maybe people, probably not people, but you know what I mean? The cameras, it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
That must be like a powerful feeling to be like, this is, I mean, I run everything.
I can manifest these things. And I can make that happen. Like,
that's what I've told Dan is like, Dan's got to stop talking about the Mayweather.
The punch, because it might have to come to fruition.
For those who don't know, like way back in the day on KC Radio, Big Cat said that standing with Floyd punch for punch, he could win in a knockout. If like he gets to punch Floyd first and then Floyd punches him. And I was like, you gotta like, part of my take, Barstool getting so big like that. Yeah. It's possible.
You see what happened this week? Somebody said if the Lions beat the Bears, you have to suck my balls. Dan agreed to it.
Yeah, he went, oh, fine.
Guess what? That guy's going to show up. That guy's going to show up.
Also, fucking Ravel, that fucking
What did he do?
Ravel said if the Browns score 24 points, he'll eat dog food. They scored like, I think they scored.
They put up like 43, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they were in the 30s at halftime.
They beat the shit out of
Baker
him.
had 4 touchdowns at halftime, so they had at least 28.
Fucking. But you know what sucks is like that's a good for him. You know? He live streams and his numbers get up. But yeah, I mean, like, where do you even go if you're Logan next? It's like, okay, I want to play like one-on-one versus Jordan. Like, I'm going to play golf versus Tiger. I mean, he went to the pinnacle of one of the most, you know, legendary classic sports, you know, gladiator sports ever in like 2 months. Guy can just fucking make shit happen.
I mean, well, he's been doing the boxing for what, 2 years now?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. I guess it's more, that's the long process. But to just like set your sight on Floyd and get it done that quickly. And then, I mean, it would be awesome if it was like the undercard was Jake and McGregor.
I don't think McGregor would be.
No, it would never be an undercard.
I'm not doing an undercard,
especially with like the side shows.
But also like
also
McGregor
is
fighting soon. McGregor's fighting next month.
And Jake takes himself so seriously that I think he'd be like, I just fought. I can't. You know what I mean? But so yeah, like February will probably be Floyd and Logan, and like summer or maybe like next fall or a year from now will be Jake and McGregor. Because if Floyd agrees to this, McGregor's going to do it too.
You think so?
I do. I think that's enough.
But I think even McGregor would be like, no, I'll fight Logan Paul because like Jake is the younger brother.
You think he's afraid of Jake?
No, I just think he because he's the younger brother. I think he's the lesser.
But I think Jake is the better fighter.
Is he?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, yeah. I mean, like Logan's number one. Logan's about to fight Floyd Mayweather. He's never won a boxing match.
That's true.
And when they were talking on Impulsive about Jake's match, Logan was straight up like, "I'm a showman. I put on the show."
Yeah.
Because he was like, "I'm 0-1-1. Like I've never won, but I put on a fucking show." It's like, well, now you have to fight the greatest of all time.
That is crazy to fight Floyd Mayweather.
And you've never won a boxing match. It's the greatest snake until you make it story ever. It's the greatest finesse in the history of sports and the internet. It's the greatest finesse in the history of money. He's never won a boxing match, and he's going to fight Floyd Mayweather on pay-per-view, and he's going to get some of the money. It's crazy. And also that out the window for so many people who are like, you don't even deserve to be in the ring with me, bro. Like to other actual fighters. It's like, well, the greatest of all time fought Logan Paul.
A YouTube guy.
So yeah, It's incredible.
I'm gonna hit you with a little YouTube sabermetrics, okay? Only 15% of people who watch the videos on the KFC Radio channel are actually subscribed. That means
you fucking lurkers. I'm
right?
tired. Yeah, I'm
free
tired
85%
of lurkers.
freeloaders.
Retweet, like, fucking heart on Instagram.
Rate, review, subscribe.
If you enjoy content, double tap it.
Literally,
double tap to subscribe.
Just click. It doesn't. I think you only have to click it once, not even double.
Well, okay,
just
fine.
one click.
But I'm not a mathematician. Just a one click works.
Because I don't want. If you double click, you might subscribe and then unsubscribe.
Oh, true.
So just one click.
3 clicks.
3 clicks to subscribe, because otherwise, I mean, it literally doesn't affect you at all, and it will basically make our careers so much better.
Oh,
Please
so much
fucking
better.
do it.
Oh, you'll get us so good.
Please.
You'll get us going
Come on.
good. 85% of you. Triple
Don't
like.
be poor.
Triple the thing. The subscribe thing.
Smash that button, as they say.